Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Allie. I got a new camera, so I kind of wanted to film a makeup video because I haven't done one of those in forever because I haven't had the setup to do so. My old camera, the camera I still own, does not have autofocus, and it also doesn't have like a viewfinder on it. This one does. So I wanted to do like a very chill, laid back makeup, chatty, get ready with me, kind of talk about like what my goals are, because I've literally had a goal to, you know, make this channel a thing forever, and for a while it was, and then it wasn't, but I'm feeling more motivated than ever now that I actually have the equipment to make this work. So we're just gonna do like a super chill get ready with me. Does that sound good to you? Okay, let's get started. We'll call this, I mean, the best way to describe it is a full face of nothing new, because we ain't using nothing new, baby. I need to wet my sponge though, my dirty sponge. Hold on. I should have done brows off camera, but I didn't. So we're just gonna do them on camera. I really hope this lighting's okay. I don't know if it's gonna be, but it is what it is. This is the only artificial light that I'm turning on is my mirror, which is like 2 feet too far away. I've been using Grande Brow, and I feel like I can tell a difference in my brows. I don't know if you guys can tell a difference, but I can. So the whole reason I wanted a new camera, I wanted something smaller because I wanted to start vlogging, and like my camera is not conducive to vlogging. It is far, far too big. So I wanted to start vlogging, but I knew if I started vlogging, I would need something with a side, like a pop-out viewfinder. And so I went to Best Buy because yesterday I went to film my makeup collection video, which I don't know if that'll be up before this. Who knows? I like can't see. I went to film that, and my memory card was missing, and I just bought a new memory card because randomly actually the last time I tried to film a makeup collection video, I filmed it. I was looking back at the footage and I was like, this doesn't look like good. Like the quality was like horrible. And to be fair, it's not like my camera films in 4K or anything. This one is supposed to, but I don't know. But it was just like unusually bad. So I'm gonna use the LA Girl eye primer. But it was just like unusually bad, and so I was going and like messing with my settings, and it would not film anything beyond like 720/80 or whatever. I'd filmed like, so a few months ago, this is literally a few months ago, backtrack. So a few months ago I decided that I wanted to pre-film a bunch of videos this fall. This started in like, I want to say like September or October. I wanted to pre-film some content because I really wanted to do more true crime videos. And true crime videos are difficult because they take a lot of time. They take a ton of time to research. They take a ton of time to film because you have to read from a script most of the time. And then when you edit, you have to edit out the parts where you're like looking down or like looking at whatever. So they take a long time. So I wanted to do like a full month of true crime in December. I was super excited about it. So back in, I want to say this was October, I decided that I would pre-film. So I pre-filmed a bunch of videos so that I was like, okay, I want to be more consistent so I can have videos for the entire month of November. And then the entire month of November, I can focus on true crime, like researching it, filming it, all that stuff. Of course, I pre-filmed like 6 videos or something like that. It was like a makeup collection video. It was just several. Oh, this is the Violet Boss palette. I don't know exactly what palette this is, but these are the colors. I got it in my Ipsy bag. So take that information with what you will. There's not much to choose from. This is like a super simple eye look. I'm going in with that shade right there. Anyway, so I pre-filmed, like it was like a makeup collection, a couple of like vlog-ish videos, but they weren't really vlogs, a favorites video, and like just a couple other things. And I also wanted to make December, it was like gonna be 4 true crime videos and like 4 different types of favorites videos or something like that. I don't even remember what my plan was. And then I go to edit them and like look back at the footage, and all the footage was in 720/80, and I was like, why is this in such shitty quality? This is a DSLR, it films in 1080p, why is this shitty? I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. So of course I had to do research, and I had issues with that camera like too many times to count. It's the Canon, I believe it's the T6 Rebel or the T7 Rebel, but it's the one without the viewfinder and it's the one without autofocus, which didn't bother me at the time. I wanted, like, the focus was so good when it was focused that I didn't care that it didn't have autofocus, because my friend had the one with autofocus and I felt like sometimes her quality was a little bit different. Not bad, just different. Anyway, so I was like, why is it doing this? So I had to do research. Come to find out, it's my memory card. But keep in mind, I've had this camera for like years and years, and I've been using literally the same memory card for years and years with never any issue, and now all of a sudden it was an issue. So I had to go buy a new one, and then needless to say, I had to scrap all of the content. So then I was behind again. So by this time, I know this sounds like, oh, this could have been fixed within like a day, but like I had filmed those videos over a span of like a couple weeks. So I didn't catch this issue until I was getting ready to edit them. So, and I fully edited 2 of them with the intention of just posting them even though the quality was shitty, and just decided not to because I'm just weird about that. Like, I just would rather post nothing than post something with shitty content. So then it was finally like, I was like, okay, I will film videos again. I have the memory card and I have the time. So I started filming again, and I was editing my Aaron Hernandez video, which, as you saw, went up. It went up. And as I edited it. It took forever to edit. In the middle of editing it, I realized I'd left out super pertinent information. So I went back and filmed with my iPhone some of the facts that I'd end up leaving out of the video. By the way, I just used the champagne color right here and just like put that on my lids. And that's like all I'm doing. This is it. I'm gonna put on some primer. I'm gonna use the Tula, I don't know if you can see that, the Tula Face Filter Blurring and Moisturizing Primer. Anyway, so I filmed it with my iPhone, went to insert the footage, and iMovie decided all of a sudden that you can't put iPhone footage and movie footage together. So I was frustrated, and I was like, you know what, just forget it. I'll just leave out the pertinent information. So I was still really proud of my Aaron Hernandez video, and it still did not do as well as I wanted to, but I was still like, fine, whatever. So I go to upload it, it uploads, and because of the internet speed where I live, it takes like, I don't know, 8 hours to upload a video. So what I normally do is I'll start it in the evening, go to sleep, wake up, and finish processing it. And it's normally up by the morning. Fine. I'm cool with that. I woke up and my computer screen was black and it wouldn't turn back on. And I was like, okay, that happens sometimes. Like, what's going on? And I pressed a button and it just shut down. And I was like, okay, what? And so I went to my YouTube page on a different computer in the hopes that I could like it was still processing, or maybe I could like retrieve it somehow. I'm gonna go in with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. So I got on my computer, another computer, my work computer, and I couldn't process it there either. So I was like, okay, I'll just figure this out when I get home. And in the meantime, because it shut off, I was obviously trying to turn it back on. So I got home from work, an 8-hour work day, and my computer, if you have an Apple, you know that like the little Apple icon will come up and a little loading screen will come up. The loading screen had not loaded at all in 8 hours. And I was like, okay, this is really weird and I don't have time to deal with this. So I had to wait until Friday when either Thursday or Friday, I can't remember. And that was on a Monday. So I was like, fine, I'll just wait. And I was so mad because I put so much work. I was already disappointed that I couldn't get the other thing in, and then whatever. So, you know, on Thursday night, I called Apple. They helped me fix it. But lo and behold, my Aaron Hernandez video still did not upload. So I had to go back and re-upload it, and it finally went up. And this was, you know, whenever that was. So I've been feeling very frustrated because I was having constant technology problems, and then I have had no time. Well, I shouldn't say I've had no time. I've had no motivation to film because my favorite types of videos to film are these right here. Just true tea. I literally just love to sit and put on makeup, talk about whatever, and just like put on makeup. And those are my favorite, or review makeup or things like that. But that's been incredibly hard to do with the setup that I currently have in my apartment. So I haven't been doing it. So yesterday I finally had the motivation to film, and I had kind of like a game plan for December because I knew I still wanted to do some true crime content in December, and I still would really like to do some favorites content in December as well. And I knew that the way I wanted to start the month was to like reveal my collection, if you will, because I've minimized my collection so much down to things that I truly, truly love. And I really wanted to show that and like kind of talk about products and declutter anything that's left that I really didn't love. So I go to do that yesterday, and lo and behold, my memory card that I've just bought, the new one, the nicer one, disappeared. And I actually remember it disappearing because I remember looking on my desk and thinking, oh, I think Stefan, my cat, knocked it off. I'll look for it later. I remember thinking that and then forgetting about it. And like, of course, like that thought went into the abyss of my mind and then came back to haunt me yesterday. So I was really frustrated. So I took my ass to Best Buy, and I went simply to buy a memory card. Well, lo and behold, I also bought a camera, and I still filmed my makeup collection on my old camera because that, you know, obviously when you get a new camera, you have to charge it and all that stuff. But then today I woke up and I was like, I really want to film some content, and I wanted to film a vlog, and I wanted to film this, and I really wanted to test out the new camera. So that's what I did. So I'm hoping that now, since I feel motivated, I have the equipment. I'm literally filming this on a book and like a tube. So like I don't actually have the equipment. But now that I have at least some of the equipment to do that, I'm hoping that I can get back into it. Cause like stuff like this, even though they don't get a lot of views, like this is like my favorite, like one of my favorite ways to film. The videos that get the most traction on my channel are true crime videos and makeup collection videos. And kind of niche things. Like I did a Glossier video that got a ton of views, or a ton for me, if you will. I did anything that's like new release tends to do well, but I don't really buy new release. And my Ipsy bag, glam bag unboxings, like they do okay. Nothing to write home about, but well enough that I want to keep doing them. Because any little bit of traffic that I can get from those videos that do well could then potentially turn into views for videos that don't typically do well, like what I'm doing now. And I've kind of, how do I word this without sounding stupid? Because I know a lot of people are going to watch this and think, oh, of course, you want to do what everyone else does. I've started to consider more seriously what I want to do with my life. And I'm seriously considering that I think that what I want to do is like more online work and like content creation work. And I feel like everyone says that, but they don't really have a plan for that. I'm not saying that I want to necessarily do this full time, but like maybe I would, I don't know. So just considering that, like, I'm scared my camera's gonna shut off. Just considering that, I do want to keep views in mind, because obviously views turn into opportunities. And there was actually a period of time where I was doing pretty well online and like had a pretty good upward trajectory. Brands were sending me product, like makeup products, and it's not like I was huge. Like I didn't have videos going viral. I didn't have a lot of views on my videos. But getting products sent to you is a big deal, because any little bit of exposure that you can get through the use of free products is a great opportunity. And then unfortunately I just stopped filming and kind of like fell out of touch with that. And the consequence has been that my growth has completely stalled. But I will say, like, in a year, and again, this is not exponential growth for like some people, but when I started taking Instagram more seriously, for instance, I went from having like 220 people following me to now I have almost 500. The unfortunate reality though is this past year I haven't been able to get over 480. I haven't been able to get over that hump. So I really would like to, is what I'm trying to say. And like, I don't know how, I don't know if it'll turn into anything, but I'm seriously considering what I want my life to look like in 10 years, even 5 years. And I don't, like, I would like to be making some sort of income by online work, like YouTube, Instagram, something like that. So any sort of views, support, or anything like that obviously helps me do that. And I don't know what that looks like. Like, I don't know if that's fitness. I don't know if that's makeup. I don't know. And I think part of the struggle too is like, I don't want to pigeonhole myself. I refuse to be someone that only makes true crime videos and has a separate channel for like true crime, this, and this. I refuse to do that. I tried that and I didn't like it, because something always ends up going by the wayside. You always end up having, you know, one of your Instagrams is not going to do as well, so you don't focus on it as much, or one of your channels doesn't do as much and it's disheartening, and you put a bunch of time. And that's what I was doing. I had Ali Ray Life, and okay, where is my brush? There's like a very specific brush I'm looking for and I cannot find it. Of course not, because it's in this big fucking thing. Okay, there we go. So I put more like aesthetic videos, and that's where I was going to do true crime and like talk about all these different things and like talk about fitness. But what ended up happening is that it didn't grow. And not that this channel grows, like this channel hasn't grown in a long time, but it stayed pretty consistent. And so I would obviously like to keep some of that continuity. And I feel like, especially right now, trying to start a new channel, hold on. Trying to start a new channel is really, really hard. So why not just, I don't want to say use the followers you have, but I already have a following on here, albeit small. So why not just use that and try other things? And like, I follow creators all the time. Like, just an example, Leanne Vlogs, or it's not Leanne Vlogs, it's Leanne Says. I love Leanne Says. I used to watch her makeup videos all the time, and I actually didn't even know she had a vlog channel for a while. And then I started seeing everyone talk about her vlogs. So I went and started watching some of them, and I thoroughly enjoyed them, but I watched her makeup videos a lot more. And just kind of, I don't want to say I didn't have the energy to like go to both, because it's not that. It's just like I really didn't like I was subscribed to both channels, but like her makeup channel was the one that always like popped up in my feed. So when she combined her channels together, and now she's just Leanne Says, and she has both her vlogs and her makeup videos on there, I watch her more. I watch her 100 times more than I ever did. And I love her vlogs 100 times more than I ever did. And I think it's just, I don't think there has to be like a separation. And I've seen people that have, the only person that I've seen that can successfully have multiple channels and keep up with them is Stephanie Sue, and I don't know how she does it. It's my first time trying this mascara, and it's my first time wearing mascara since I started Grande Lash, and I feel like my lashes have already grown, but I don't know if I like this mascara. Or mine's like very dry. This is the Ciate triple shot. My lashes have definitely grown. But yeah, I think anytime you have multiple channels and you're trying to put an equal amount of energy into all of them, like something's going to give. And so I would rather give my all into a channel that has something to offer multiple people than try to put a subpar amount of effort into a couple of channels that are probably not going to do well. I'm just going to put on a nude lipstick because I'm not wearing a mask today, because I'm not going anywhere, not because I'm an anti-masker. Got the wrong bitch. Okay, I literally didn't discuss the makeup, so I'm going to go over it. I'm going to link it too, but this is also for my benefit because when I go to link it, I'm going to be like, Allie, you didn't show product. Oh my god, the police are here. The police are here. Hold on. Oh, you can change the white balance. Huh. Okay. Well, anyway, the police are at my house. Not my house. Someone's house. Anyway, not the point. I think the white balance is off, so let's like... Okay, so... Anyway, the point of this... Oh my god. I wanted to go over the makeup because when I go to link it, I'm going to forget. So I know I talked about the foundation. For concealer, I used the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And then for powder, I used the Ciate. It's called the Extraordinary Powder. I have a hair on my face. Anyway. And then for blush, I used the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. For bronzer, I used the Lawless Beauty Bronzer. I don't know what shade this is, but it's the lightest shade that they have. And then for highlight, I used the Milani Strobelight Afterglow. It's the lightest shade that they have. It's the pink one. And then for my setting spray, I used the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Mist. My lip liner was She's Proud from Patrick Ta with Bare Bud from Tarte. This was the Whitney Simmons collab. They don't sell it anymore. And then for mascara, I already talked about the mascara. And then for brows, I used the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and then I used the Wonder Beauty Brow Gel. And I think that's it. And like I said, I don't know what palette this is. It just says the 6 color eyeshadow pressed pigment palette. I'll try to find it, but it is pretty. But that's it. Like, I don't know what to say, okay? I don't know what to say. If you made it this far, thank you. But basically what I'm trying to say is I want to do better. I want to do more, because the more time that I have to devote to content, the better the content's going to be. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.